Hello there and welcome to a glorious Easter Sunday. Today I am going to make a soup for the freezer. I have been preparing my vegetables for my Easter Sunday roast this morning, and I've got quite a few things that I thought I could use up, so I have chopped them at the same time. Why not? I've got the lovely stock that I made yesterday in my Instant Pot, so I'm going to make a really hearty soup, and then when I freeze my stock I can then freeze the soup, and I've got some lunches, dinners, meals, whatever ready in the freezer that, you know, if I have a day where I'm busy or I can't really be bothered, I've got something that I can eat that I know is really healthy, hearty and filling. So what I'm going to do first, I've got some pancetta. So I've got one of these double packs of pancetta. There we go. It's, oh look, there you go, pancetta. And I'm going to cook all of it because I want a really nice sort of smoky flavour to my soup. So I'm going to get that on while we talk about the rest of the ingredients, because I want that to brown off so that I get a nice colour to my soup. I just hope I've got a big enough pan on the go. Right, the next thing I'm going to put in there is some onions, and I've just literally diced one onion. It was quite a large onion, and I'm going to pop that in to start frying off with my pancetta. I've got the pan on quite high because I want to get some colour on both the onions and the pancetta. So let's show you what else I've got to go in there. So I've got one leek, which again I've chopped up really finely. I've got some celery. Now, I've chopped that nice and fine. You could do chunkier with the celery, but I don't like to see the celery in a soup. I'm a bit funny about celery, so I've done it nice and small, and I've even got some of the leaves in there. So that was about, it was kind of the inner part of the celery. I just wanted to finish it up because it was starting to go a bit limp. Then I've got 2 carrots, which I've just, again, chopped nice and small. I've got a few florets of cauliflower, which I've just chopped up. Again, trying to use up things that I've got in the fridge. And I had a few bits of sweet potato left in my bag in the freezer. So I thought I'm just going to put that in because that will help to thicken the sauce nicely. So I've got those. And then finally, yesterday, I soaked, I'll show you the packet, you can see what it is. Right, so it's this. You can see that country soup mix. It's got in it pearl barley, split yellow peas, split green peas, marrowfat peas, red split lentils and azuki beans. So full of legumy goodness is all I can say. It makes a really lovely addition to your soup, and it makes it really hearty and filling, because, you know, lentils and things like that are really filling, and so is the barley. But if you don't soak it overnight and you just put it in straight from the packet, they're like hard bullets. So I've soaked it overnight and just drained it, and everything's plumped up nicely. So, you know, all the peas and everything, they've really plumped up, and that will be a really lovely addition to my soup. Now, the only other thing I've got is my lovely stock that I made. Now, you can tell it's a good stock because look at that. Look at that wobble. So full of gelatin from the bones that it actually is more like a stocky jelly. So I'm going to put that in, and that will give it some amazing flavour. We'll probably might even finish it with a little bit of cream, but I'll do that when I served it. The other thing I do when I eat this soup is when I serve it, I just grate a little bit of Parmesan cheese into it, because that really ramps up the flavour. Right, let's see how we're doing. We're starting to get a little bit of colour. I only had a small amount of oil in my pan because there's going to be a lot that comes out of the pancetta. If you wanted to make this vegetarian, obviously you leave that out. And you'd be using the vegetable stock rather than my delicious stock. This is definitely not sweet for vegetarians, but it is, it's delicious, and you only need a really small bowl because it's just so filling, and that's because of the lentils and everything, and the pearl barley. Right, I've got starting to get some nice colour around the edges of my pan, so I'm going to add my celery. And then my leeks can go in, and the carrots. Right, at this stage I'm going to put a really good glug of pepper in, but I'm not going to put salt in yet because I've got the pancetta in there and I've got my stock, which have both got salt in them. So I need to taste it at the end before I decide whether I'm going to add any more salt into it or not, because the last thing I want is to add it in now and it to be so salty that you don't want to eat it. Okay, next I'm going to go and make some stock. I've got to cut it. I've actually got to cut it, look. If you want to see how I made this stock, there is a instant pot stock video on my channel, so go and have a look. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the look of this. Right, so let's just let that I'm just going to try and just deglaze the side of the pan as well, where I got that nice bit of colouring on the pan. Now, because the stock is so rich in flavour, I'm actually going to add some water to it, because I've got going in all the other flavours from the ingredients that I'm putting in, and I just think it'd be too much, so I'm going to add a little bit of water. And then I can add my country mix and my sweet potatoes. They're still frozen, but they're going to cook. And my cauliflower. Okay, so that's everything in there. Okay, so I'm going to put a lid on that now, and then I'm going to simmer it for about half an hour, 40 minutes, just to see how long it takes for everything to soften up, including the country mix that I put in there. So I'll show you what it looks like when it is finished. Alright, see you again in a bit. Hi there, well, my soup is now cooked and it's ready to go. Let me just hold that up for you so you can see how lovely that looks. Here we go, yum. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a taste. It's very hot. It's really delicious. Doesn't need any extra salt. It doesn't really need anything, to be honest. It's lovely the way it is. So I'm just going to finish that bowl now, and then I'm going to let the rest of it cool, and then I'm going to bag that up for the freezer so that I've got some meals in the bag ready to go. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Please like my video if you liked it. Please send me some comments. Always love to hear from you, and I will see you next time. So have a great Easter. See you soon. Bye.